Welcome to the Helix webinar series. Today's session is on key features of BMC Helix Dashboards. This is the 25.1 release. Today we're joined by a panel of experts. We are going to talk through and do a formal introduction shortly. But before we get started, just a reminder, there is the Q&A section of Zoom, which you will find at the bottom. If you have any questions during the duration of the demo and the presentation, please put them in there. We will also have plenty of time at the end where we will answer some of the questions live. Also, we have got a video we are going to be simulating live, mainly because knowing that we only have an hour and there's so much to discuss, it gives us the opportunity as a team to be able to answer some of your questions. And then at the end, we will unmute you to speak to us live. So with that, I'm now going to hand over to Vikram, who is going to get us started and introduce the team. So over to you, Vikram.
Thank you, Sam. Hello, everyone. My name is Vikram Kamte, and I'm with BMC for more than 20 years now. I'm a product development manager here for Helix Dashboards. And with me, I have joined Ajinkya and Urain and Tarun. So we are going to demo the key features of 25.1. We are going to demo each one of them. With these features, I hope we will bridge the gap and help everyone to migrate to Helix dashboards from smart reporting. So without wasting any time, we'll jump to the demo. Over to you, Ajinkya.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajinkya. I'm going to talk about the improvement in the usage dashboard and few improvements related to VQB. Also in this release, we have added another out-of-box view, which is ITSM knowledge management. Let's start with usage dashboard. In the usage dashboard in earlier release, we have delivered a couple of dashboard which shows user statistics and scheduler statistics. In user statistics, earlier we were showing total users and inactive and active users. Active users are those users who have performed any activity in last 30 days. Now, in this release, we have added details about active users and inactive users. If we click on this particular bar, then we have two options to see more details about active users or inactive users. When we click on this link, it opens another dashboard which shows all the details about active users or inactive user, whatever the link you have opened. Right now, I opened active user. In this table, I can see who all are active users, those did some activity in the Helix dashboard. Here in this table, I can see name of the user, login ID of the user, email ID, and the date where that user was created. Here we can use these functions like to sort or we can filter it out on this data. So those functions are also available for this child dashboard. Apart from this, in this release in 25.1.00, we have added another dashboard which shows dashboard statistics, actual dashboard statistics. Here in this main dashboard, it shows, first panel shows total number of dashboard. In my environment right now, there are 242 dashboard, out of which 123 are active dashboard. Active dashboard means the dashboard which was opened in last 30 days. So those we call it as active users. For these 123 dashboard, there were 1.02K views from different users. And average load time for these dashboard was 1.95 second. So this is the average of all 123 dashboard. Okay. In the next panel, where we have the statistics in a tabular format, we have dashboard name, total views for that dashboard, average load time for that particular dashboard, and when it was last accessed. So we can use these sorting or filtering on this table. Let's say I've just sorted this table and I want to see the highest average load time. So in last 30 days, highest load time was 23.6 seconds for this dashboard. Now I want to see more details about this. So I can simply click on this dashboard name and it will open another dashboard, which is another out-of-box child dashboard to show the dashboard statistics for that particular dashboard. Here, if you see this dashboard or statistics is for the dashboard named as bulk export check. And by default, this dashboard shows last 30 days of trend. In last 30 days, this dashboard was viewed 6 times, and this is the trend for this particular dashboard. And average load time for this dashboard was 23.6 seconds. And here I can see that trend as well, like how much time it took. If I want to see more details about this trend, I can simply zoom that particular area and see, okay, this is what the dashboard load time was, and the average of all these time is 23.6 seconds. So with this, I can determine that out of all this 123, this is the dashboard which takes longer time to run. Also, I can see which dashboard is mostly viewed using this view. Or I can see which dashboard was recently accessed. So that information we can get from this dashboard. So this is all dashboard statistics for your environment. As I said, we are for a child dashboard, we have default time range as 30 days, and that is the time where we are storing this statistics information. At the back end, we have a purging job which deletes all the data which is older than 30 days. So this is all about usage dashboard improvements. So there is two new dashboard and improvement in the existing dashboard. Next thing is Visual Query Builder improvement. So let's say, as you know, Visual Query Builder is used for creating a query for service management using simple drag and drop functionality. You can use Visual Query Builder option from here, like select service management as a query type, and then select VQB or Visual Query Builder as an option. It will open another UI which shows list of views and the fields from that particular view. If I select incident management as my base view to create a report, and if I want to see number of incidents based on the priority, then I can simply drag and drop incident number and priority. And on incident number, I can use count as an aggregation function, and my query is created. Here, if I am done with my dashboard design or panel design, I can simply click on use query and that panel is ready for me. Now uh, in this release, we have added improvement, which now shows actual database column name on each field. Whenever you mouse over on each field, you can see actual column name from the AR database for that particular field. So this is one improvement. This is useful if you are good familiar with AR database and you want to select that field, particularly that particular column, then you can confirm the column name and then drag and drop the field. So this is one improvement in the VQB. Plus, we have another improvement. For that, I will just delete these things. Okay, I will add incident number and I will add submit date. So this is a simple dashboard where I'm showing incident number and its submit date. Now on this submit date, let's say I want to have, instead of entire date, I want to have month of that particular submit date. Now I can create, I can use a date function, but for that, what I will do, I will add one more column, a dummy column. And here I will use new functions which are added in this release. So week, first day of month, first day of quarter, first day of year, week name, month name. These are new functions which we have added in this release for the date type field. Let's say I want to have month name for submit date. I can click on this and simply I can select this and click on preview. Now this will show me the month of that particular incident. I can click on use query and now my panel is ready with the another column which shows month name for that incident. So this is one more improvement in the visual query builder. Now, if I talk about the third improvement, which is an out-of-box views for ITSM knowledge management. So for Remedy or ITSM knowledge management application, we have delivered a out-of-box view along with the other out-of-box view. So this is what the view is. When you select this view, you can see these many fields which we have added as out of box for creation of the report on this particular view. So these are all most commonly used fields from ITSM knowledge management. So this is same as other out-of-box view, just it is for knowledge management application. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to cover as a part of this demo. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, myself Uren Patel, and I'm going to talk about improvements which we have made in report scheduler module. So first I'm going to talk about conditional broadcasting, or we can say conditional scheduling. So there is main basic ask that when there is a dashboard where there is no data in any of the panel of the dashboards, then some customers didn't wanted to receive any email if that kind of dashboard is there. So if I'll show you the sample dashboard here. So this is one sample dashboard where I'm having 8 panels, and as you can see, in any of this panel, we are not getting any data from the data source, right? And this we are treating it as a no data. If let's say if I'm getting data for any one of the panel itself, then I'm not treating it as a no data dashboard. Okay. At the same time, if let's say I'm having another kind of a dashboard where let's say I'm getting SQL error from the data source, and I'm not getting data from the data source. But this is not treated as the no data dashboard. So yeah, we can discuss more on that. But yeah, let me show you the sample schedule then. So if let's say what we have done is if this is my sample test report schedule which I have created. I have selected report type PDF, schedule type email, then other scheduling options. Now we have added this, do not send empty reports. So this option, this is the new checkbox option which you can see for the new scheduled and as well as while updating existing schedules. So right now it's checked. So by default, the value is unchecked whenever you are creating the new schedule. So what does it mean? That it's a resort to the default behavior. So it's not gonna. So how if let's say right now, no matter your if you are having no data for all of your panels, we are still gonna send or broadcast emails to all the recipients, right? So that is kind of the default behavior. So let's say if I wanted to show you that first of all, so if I'm gonna select it because I have selected uncheck that particular checkbox, so I'm gonna run now this schedule and I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna receive the email for that particular dashboard. So just a second, yeah, I already received the email. Yeah, so as you can see, I received the email because that checkbox was unchecked, and as you can see, we are getting no data for each and every panel, right? Now I'm gonna specifically edit this schedule and I'm gonna select it. Okay, so please note that now I'm specifically mentioning that do not send or broadcast empty reports. What does it mean by empty reports? So empty report means all the panels should be empty. If let's say information panel is getting data and all other 7 panels is having no data, then we are not treating it as an empty report. Also, if any single panel, let's say for example, information panel is getting error and all other panels are empty, then still we are not treating that report as an empty report because you are getting error for that particular panel. So whoever is the receiving or recipient of that report, that they should be aware that there is one panel, there is error in that panel, and because of that you are not getting the data. Okay, so if now if I'm gonna select this checkbox, I'm gonna save this, right? And I'm gonna select this report and will send it again. Then I will say run now. We will check the history of the schedule. So we have made the changes as well because now we have added the new status. So this is mentioned that successfully executed, but it doesn't mean that the schedule is sent or received. So I didn't receive any email or schedule date with that report. And at the same time, if I can see the last 10 scheduled statuses. So as you can see that successfully prepared the job, successfully broadcasted the report. But if the mail is not sent, then we will mention that the report broadcasting is skipped. And we specifically mention the information as well that why skipped because mail skipped due to no data in report, right? Still, if let's say you have S3 configured, right, then in that case, we are uploading that empty report copy as well. So if administrator wants to check what is the report which was generated last, though it was never broadcasted, but what is the report looks like, then they can download it from here and they can see that, yeah, that report is empty. At the same time, if I go to history for the same schedule, right? If I check the history, you will see the status here. That last run status is skipped, which is the new addition. And if you click on this history to get more details, we have specifically mentioned the last failure reason, that mail skipped due to no data in report. Okay. Now, if I go back to here, again, I'm gonna update this report and I'm gonna uncheck it, save it, update, right, and we'll send the run now. Run now. Let's check that. I think it will take, I think, 2-3 seconds. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's executed. Let's check the status. Sorry, let me go to here. Oren test one. Okay, as you can see, the last run is success. We have 0 failures. So yeah, report is broadcasted and the status is removed from skip. And if I can see the view last 10 successfully run report, that successfully broadcasted the report and mail is skipped due to no data in report. At the same time, now this is the second schedule which I have created, and it is linked to the schedule for the dashboard, which is having errors for all the panels. Okay, so if let's say for that, if I select do not send empty reports, right, and then again I'm gonna select this report. Sorry, I then clicked on the. Okay, if I select this and if I do the run now, then this will still send the report. Why? Because the panel is having the errors and we are not treating that as an empty report. So in that case, the emails will be broadcasted to all the recipients. Let's check the report execution. Let's go to history. Let's check for Ure. I think it was test 2. Yeah, as you can see for both, the last run is success. And if I show you the report, it's error panels. Panels are having errors, and yeah, we are getting the report with error panels. Yes, so this is the main conditional broadcasting improvement. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm gonna give the demo of 2 improvements, which is regarding report scheduler component. So mainly right now so one improvement is disabling inactive users. So which is mainly for when you delete any particular user from the portal side, then what will happen to the schedules which that particular user own, and also with that, if that user is part of any of the existing schedules as a recipient, right? Then what will happen to those schedules? So, so to give you the demo, so here is one user which I have created, which is called Uren Patel with my name, and the login ID is U Patel. And I have given all the necessary permissions, so it's able to log in. And by logging in, what I've done is I have added one schedule as well for that particular user. So this schedule is created by the same Uren Patel user. And if you can see Uren Patel demo schedule, I have selected one temporary dashboard. So the recipient is Purva, that's a temporary user, and I didn't kept it the Uren Patel as the recipient here, and all the details are provided. So creator of this schedule is Uren Patel, the new user which I have created. And at the same time, I am having another schedule which is called the demo schedule, which I have created with the demo user. That's a different user, which is having administrator rights. And in that schedule, I have provided Uren Patel as the recipient of that particular schedule. Whenever the mails are received, then Uren Patel will also part of that, and Uren Patel will receive the email. Now, So these are the main two schedules. Owner of both of these schedules is different. For this schedule, demo is the user who is the owner of that schedule, and for this, Uren Patel is the owner of the schedule. Now, if let's say administrator, if this user is active after some time, and if this user is administrator wants to delete this user, right? So if we delete this particular user, then if we go back to the schedules and if we refresh the page, yeah, perfect. So now as you can see, these two schedules are also created by Uren Patel user. So that's for second improvement. But this main schedule, which is called Uren Patel demo schedule, which is created by that user, is deactivated. And now no schedules. Whether there are other recipients apart from Uren Patel, they will not receive any kind of email because the main creator of that particular schedule is removed, right? And at the same time, if let's say that user is part of any of the existing schedules, so the let's say for the demo user, then that user will be removed from the recipients list. So now, as you can see, there is only Purva is the main ideal recipient of this schedule. So this is the main change, and this is part of the first improvement, which we call disable inactive users. Also, in case, so now the second improvement is regarding the guardrails improvement, and for that, there are let's say two schedules which I have created. So if let's say previously there was no confirmation when let's say because there are chances that many users we have found the cases as well that many users selected folders mistakenly and deleted the entire schedules because there is no warning or no confirmation message. So now we are deliberately asking, we are providing kind of guardrail here, and for delete one and delete two, if you click on delete, then specifically how many schedules you have selected, we are showing you the count, and you have to clearly, whoever administrator or whoever is the user, they have to add the delete text in this box to specifically confirm that yeah that particular user is consciously deleting the schedules. So once this is done, as you can see, so then they are able to delete the schedules. So yeah, this is what the second improvement is about, which is about guardrails in report schedules for the delete function mainly. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Tarun Pandey and I will be presenting few dashboards now. The changes by asset dashboard is an excellent example of how a well-structured, intuitive visual tool can streamline the tracking and management of changes across different assets. Let's break down the key component of this dashboard and explore how it contributes to better decision making and operational efficiency. The first panel of top assets assigned changes displays a bar chart that provides a visual representation of the top assets assigned changes. This chart displays the number of changes per asset, making it easy to identify which assets are most impacted by changes. This information enables asset managers to focus their efforts on the most active assets. Change breakdown by asset class panel is a pie chart that provides a quick overview of which asset class is handling the most changes. This single visual aids in understanding how changes are distributed across different asset categories and allows for easy monitoring of asset health. Total changes to asset relationship and total assets with a change are positioned at the top right of this dashboard, and these large clear counters highlight critical information. Total changes to asset relationship displays the total number of changes tracked within the system, allowing for a quick understanding of overall change activity. And total asset with change shows the number of unique assets that have undergone changes, giving stakeholder a broad view of how changes are spread across the asset base. The panel for count of changes per asset is a drill down table which presents detailed information about the number of changes for each asset. That includes reconciliation ID, CI class, CI name, count of change requests, and record type. One powerful feature of this panel is the drill down capability. By selecting the count of change requests, user can drill down into the more specific details of the selected asset class. For example, clicking 2 for SR user will trigger a drill down that shows all the changes associated with the asset in the All Changes Selected Asset panel, enabling users to quickly and easily analyze particular CI change history. The next and the last panel of all changes of selected asset is with a navigation to detailed report the all changes of selected asset, and it is a detailed list of changes linked to the selected assets after the drill down. It consists of submit date, when the change, which is the change was submitted, the CI name, which is the configuration item associated with the change request ID, which is a unique identifier for the change request providing an entry point for further investigation, and change request description, which is a summary of the change request. Furthermore, the change request ID serves as a hyperlink that directs users to printable change detail report where they can view all the details related to selected change. This report can be printed or shared as needed. Additionally, users have the option to navigate to Smart ID directly from the report to view the exact change detail in the system, facilitating a more in-depth analysis of the specific changes. Problems by Asset Dashboard provides an interactive tool that helps IT team efficiently monitor and manage problems across various assets. Let's explore the key elements of the dashboard and demonstrate how to use its drill down features to gain deep insider knowledge for each problem. The first panel, Top Asset Assigned Problem, is a bar chart that gives an overview of the most affected assets in terms of the number of problems. Here we can see that email service has 3 associated problems, and SR user has 2 problems, and human resource has 1 problem. This chart allows IT team to quickly identify which assets are experiencing the most problems, making it easier to prioritize resources for troubleshooting. Next panel of problem breakdown by asset class is a pie chart that presents the classification of problem by asset type. In this example, we can see 100% of the problems are related to BMC Business Service asset class. This classification can help team understand the type of assets that are facing recurring issues, allowing them to focus on systematic problems within those classes. Total problem to asset relationship and total assets with problem are the two key metrics displayed on this dashboard to provide overview of the overall problem management landscape. Total problem to asset relationship shows the total number of problem record tied to asset relationships, which in this example is 6. And total assets with problem is a count indicating the total number of assets which reported problem currently set as 4. These values provide a quick snapshot of how widespread problem activity is across the infrastructure. The next panel of count of problems per asset is with a drill down, which is one of the most interactive component of this dashboard, and the count of problem asset panel provides an overview of the assets here. This panel comprises of count of problem requests, reconciliation ID, CI class, CI name, and record type. A powerful feature of this panel is its drill down capability on the count problem request. Clicking on count value will display all 3 problem related to the selected asset in all problems selected asset panel. All problem selected assets with printable report and smart IT navigation. Once you drill down to all problems of the selected asset, you will be able to see the record related to that particular asset. This includes the information like submit date, problem ID, and CI name. From here, the users can click on problem ID to access printable problem detail report. This report provides detailed information about the problem, offering insights into the root cause, troubleshooting steps, and more. Additionally, from the reports, users can further navigate to Smart IT by selecting the problem ID for deeper investigation and action. The Problem by Asset Dashboard is a vital tool for monitoring and managing problems across different assets in an organization. It's a user-friendly design and robust drill-down features enable IT team to quickly identify problematic assets, investigate individual problems, and access detailed reports for root cause analysis. By integrating the dashboard with Smart IT, users can seamlessly navigate between problem records and service management tool, ensuring the problems are resolved efficiently and proactively. The Asset Incident Dashboard provides a comprehensive and interactive tool to track, manage, and analyze incidents related to various assets across an organization. We will walk you through the key elements of this dashboard and explore its interactive features, including drill-down capabilities that enhance the incident management process. Let's explore the panels. The first panel is Top Asset Incident Dashboard. This chart visualizes the number of incidents associated with each asset, highlighting the most affected assets. In the example, we can see Data Warehouse has been assigned the highest number of incidents with 15, followed by Office 365 Collaboration with 12 incidents and VPN Global with 10 incidents. This allows IT team to quickly identify assets that may require immediate attention or investigation. The next panel, Incident Breakdown by Asset Class pie chart, provides a visual distribution of incidents across asset classes. In this example, BMC Business Service account for 90% of the incidents, while BMC Application covers the remaining 10%. This information helps IT managers understand which asset classes are facing the most challenges, facilitating more focused troubleshooting efforts. The next panel for total incidents to asset relationship and total assets with incident includes two large counters that provide at a glance summary of key metrics. Total incidents to asset relationship, in which the total number of incidents related to asset relationships are shown. Then the total assets with incident, it shows the count of number of assets that have reported incidents. This quick summaries provide a broad understanding of the scope of incident activity across assets. The next panel of count of incidents per asset offers a detailed table listing the assets and the associated incident data, including the reconciliation ID, CI class, CI name, record type, and count of incident requests. A valuable feature in this panel is the drill down of the count of incident requests. By clicking on the count value, example 15 incident for this data warehouse, users can access more detailed information about incidents related to that specific asset in all incidents selected asset panel. This feature allows users to investigate incidents on the asset by asset basis, leading to faster resolution times. Now the last panel of all incidents of selected asset with printable reports and smart IT navigation. The all incident selected assets after drill down from the previous table displays a detailed list of incidents associated with the selected asset. It provides information such as submit date, incident description, incident ID, and CI name. Now additionally, the incident ID is clickable and serves as a drill down that takes users to printable incident details. report. This report provides all the necessary details about the selected incidents, enabling further analysis from this report. Users can also drill down to smart IT from this report by clicking on the specific incident number. This seamless navigation across reports and system enhances the efficiency of the incident management process, ensuring the quick access to the most relevant data. So the Asset Incident Dashboard is highly effective tool for tracking managing incident across an organization assets. Its intuitive design combined with powerful drill down capabilities enables IT teams to quickly identify problematic assets and drill down into details of individual incidents. By providing seamless navigation to detailed report and integration with Smart IT, the dashboard ensures that users can efficiently manage incidents and make data-driven decisions to maintain service availability and performance.
Thank you, Tarun. Hello, everyone. I'll be presenting Change Calendar, which has been introduced out of the box in this release. Now, this dashboard shows monthly calendar view for changes scheduled in current month. The targeted users for the dashboard are change managers, change users, and change coordinators. Now, available filters on this change calendar are company, status, change class, which is a change timing, and change manager group. Now, default date range selected for the change calendar is this month for the change calendar panel, which is the first panel, change calendar for the current month. Now, default date range selected for changes per hour and change detail is always today. Now, this change calendar for the current month will be always loaded with the current scheduled start dates, the current month based on the scheduled start date. Now, this panel will always show count of changes per date in calendar view for all changes with scheduled date in this month. Now you can click on the count to refresh remaining two panels for the particular date. So by default on dashboard load for the first time, this panel, the changes per hour and change detail will have today's changes. If you click on any of the date, any of the count on the calendar view, you will the remaining panels will be refreshed with that particular day's changes. You can click on the change number to open the same change in Smart IT as well. That's all about the change calendar. Thank you.
So we have quite a lot of questions that come into the Q&A. I know most of them have been answered, which is fantastic. So thank you for being an interactive audience. I'm going to now start unmuting everyone so you can also speak with us live. So if you're comfortable doing that or you'd prefer to put your questions in the Q&A, please start typing away. We've had over 25 questions already, so this is great. We do have a question we're going to start with. It's actually from an anonymous attendee, but I'll get you guys to just start answering that while I unmute. So the question was, can we add work info notes and approval table details from change form to printable dashboards as one of the panel? So I wonder if one of the panelists can answer that question while I unmute everyone. I don't know who wants to take that.
Ajinkya, can you take that? You're mute.
Do you see the question, Ajenka? The second one down. So can we add, unfortunately, I don't know who's asked that question, but it says, can we add work info notes and approval table details from change form to printable dashboards as one of the panel?
Can we have some more information what exactly is needed here? You just said work info notes and approval table. So are we talking about the ITSM form here that you need something over there that can redirect to printable dashboards? Or just that you need a panel with these two kind of information that certainly can be customized, but you can also do that.
So whoever's asked that question, if you just want to give us a few more details, we can come back to that question. Okay. Next question that came from Julian was, are reports built with SQL query compatible with Visual Query Builder?
Yeah, so I was just typing the answer for it. Yeah, as of now, these two are different query type. and we cannot use the panel which is created by SQL query directly as a VQB. But yeah, we are checking if we can migrate this SQL to VQB. But as of now, it is not possible.
Great. Thank you for your answer. I don't know if that's answered the questions. If you've got anything further, do feel free to come off mute or write another question. Next question from Zoya was, is it possible to send an alert email as it is it was in smart reporting?
Tarun,
I
any
don't know.
idea? Or
Hello. In smart reporting, it's possible to send an alert notification when, for example, some critical incidents are now more than 10. Then you can send an email, so scheduling from smart reporting, an alert scheduling, not regular. Is it possible in dashboards?
No, currently this is not possible in dashboards, but this is on our backlog as a gap, smart reporting and Helix dashboard. Conditional broadcasting, or people refer to this, or condition-based schedule broadcasting. So yeah, this is on our backlog, but currently it is not available.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your question, Zoya. Okay, next question's from John. John, feel free to come off mute. His question was, which release will deliver the change calendar dashboard?
Yeah, hi. I was just checking my current release and I didn't see the change calendar, so I was wondering when it's going to be released.
So it should be in with this release 25.1.
Okay.
yeah,
Maybe
it is
I'll
the
wait
same. It is same dashboard, right, Tarun, which Neha
Yes.
presented.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're Helix Cloud, so I should then see it, yes? So I couldn't see it. I'll erase a case then. Okay, thanks.
Hopefully positive news. If there's any issues, John, then do reach out and let us know.
Yes.
Okay. Next question is from Menath. Is there a way to process the JSON values into different columns in the dashboard? Menath, feel free to come off mute also.
Yeah, hi everyone. So
Hello.
my recommend is like kind of the DWP things. So most of the values are stored in JSON related format. So the questions might be dynamic, and so is there any way to handle those of JSON into a column based reports?
Yes. So there is a transformation available. If you see, there is a transform option just after the query, and in that there is an option or transformation which will allow you to create multiple columns from a particular JSON type of column. So you can select a column which is of JSON type, and it will create a multiple columns from that JSON data.
Okay. Here the question is like, for example, there might be few optional questions which might not be answered by one of the requester, and for the next request, it might be answered. So during that case, my JSON transformation is getting failed.
Okay, but yeah, it must be depend on what data you are parsing and creating column, right? So probably need to check what data it is, and then I can suggest something here.
Okay. So
have
thanks.
you raised any case for this one?
No, I haven't. So I'm just doing the trial and error method with multiple functionalities of dashboard. So I'm just want to check how far it is going to be feasible.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just want to add, like we have JSON transformation, which transforms JSON data into tabular format. Also, we are coming up with explicit transformation like question answers or dynamic columns like that. That is in upcoming release. I don't have exact release date when it is getting included, but we are working on it for addressing dynamic columns in that will transform JSON data, and then question answers or different survey answers can be presented in the dashboard. That is on our roadmap, and we are currently working on it.
Okay, and one more question. Is there any possibility, like, for example, I submitted a request, the request has approvers. Is that a way to track who approved the request or who rejected the request with the reasons in the dashboard?
No, your data is important. Like if you can create a case or submit a case with support with this data, and then we can review the data and then we can answer. It is difficult to answer without seeing data.
Okay, I think one of my colleague have already submitted a case for that, and they told they asked us to submit an idea or like comes as an enhancement. Okay.
Yeah, some of them we are addressing. Not sure it is the same, but we have picked up working on that. But yeah, if you want, at least send across that case and we will take a look.
Sure. Thanks,
Thank
everyone. Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you for your question. I can see, Anil, you've got your hand raised. Do you want to come off mute and then I'll come back to the Q&A? Can you hear us? I see you've raised your hand for a question. Hello.
Right. So I think one of the attendees have already asked that question, and I think it's answered. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. If you think of anything else, feel free. Okay, wonderful. Going back to the Q&A then, Manel's got
I have
a
one
couple.
question actually,
Oh,
which was answered. I just want to add some
okay,
details.
yeah,
I
sure.
mean, maybe I did not articulate it well. So, I mean, this is related to the broadcast email that we are sending to the users, right? So we are sending it to all the users at a time, right? If you see the broadcast email, if I'm adding 10 users, I can see all the 10 users are there for every person. So is there a way to send this individually, like in, like how we have in smart reporting? In smart reporting, users don't see who all got the report, but in the broadcast and the backend configuration, they see whoever is configured. But actual email which is being sent, they only see their name. Is there a possibility to do that or limit the number of audience? We don't want everyone to see everyone email address who's getting this report. There might be external customers who's getting this report, right? So.
Yeah, currently this is not available. You're right. Maybe again, same answer. Raise a request and we can consider this for upcoming releases.
Or raise a normal BMC case. That's what you're asking, Vikram?
Yeah, or you can submit the idea as well.
Okay.
Or BMC case. Yeah, anything would do.
So there's an option, Anil, either you can raise it on your own behalf, which is what they're saying. So you can do that through the idea process on communities, or if you raise a case, then the support representative can raise it on your behalf, whatever you feel is more easier for you. If you're not aware of how the idea process works, I can send you some details so you can submit that on a regular basis. Certainly Nikhil's not with us today. He does review the list of requirements.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we'll go.
Samantha, I have a question.
Okay.
So Vikram or like anyone. So this question is about like in Smart IT, we have defined the filters as a favorites and we can schedule it for that particular favorites. So is that type of functionality is available in dashboards? So for example, I query the whole incident module. So, and I can set a filter like assign group is group A. then send it to person A. If it is group B, send it to person B. So those type of schedules, we can do it in smart reporting. So is that the same functionality available in dashboards too?
Okay, I go. So I think we can create multiple schedules with what use case you mentioned, right? On the same dashboard. You can select the particular variable value and click on create new schedule, and you can create multiple schedules with that custom variable values.
Okay, so in
with
that case,
that you can achieve this use case.
so I no need to set any favorites or something to schedule it, right?
No need to set favorite. You can just simply in the variable select that particular value, and in the same session click on the schedule, and you will see a custom default option while configuring a schedule, and that way it will take the whatever is the current value that you have selected for broadcast.
Okay, so in the schedule things are it's about dashboard variables. We have to pick that, right?
Correct. Dashboard variables, yes.
So instead of default one, I have to pick that particular variable and then schedule it. So
Yes. So if you have some different value in your dashboard which is not saved as a default, and if you create a schedule in from the same dashboard, then you will see in the variable section, not in the variable section, I think for filter section, you will see two options. One is default variable and another one is custom variable. So you can select custom variable, and that value will be saved for that particular schedule.
okay. Okay, let me give a try with that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, I can see, Manel, you've got your hand up, and actually you were the next person to go to for the questions. Do you want to come off mute and ask your questions?
Yeah, so my first question is like, are there any new updates or migration tools limitations?
On this demo, at least we don't have any update from migration tool. But again, if you are looking for something specific, you can submit the request.
Okay, and also one more thing, like about the new dashboards which are included in the generic. So we need to upgrade it to the newer version, or that would be installed on the standard patches also.
Ajinkya.
So yeah, so you're using SaaS version of Helix Dashboard?
Right.
Right. Okay. So you don't need to update manually. Those out-of-box dashboard will get upgraded automatically in every patch release.
Okay. Okay. And also about the scheduling part, like the CSV could also be shared now, like they were in, like we could share the updates in the different formats. So, or only in the mail tabular format could be shared. So can we share the data in CSV, Excel, and Word like we had the option in Smart IT?
Yes, I think those option is there already for
Okay.
scheduling. If the data is in, like the panel is in table format, then you
Yeah.
can schedule that as a part, like in a CSV or XLS format.
Sure. Thanks. And that answers my questions.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm conscious we've started to run out of time. We've got quite a lot of questions that have come into the Q&A. I'm going to take one more question, and if there are, sorry, actually there's two really short questions. If the other questions that are in here aren't going to be answered right now, we will take them away to the team and get them answered, and I will be sending out the recording, the presentation slides and the Q&A over the next 24 to 48 hours. So I don't want to leave anyone disappointed, but we probably could spend some time doing a dashboards Ask the Expert session, actually, Ajinka and Vikram and Taran and Uran. I think maybe that's something we should propose, because there's still a lot of questions that are really important for our customers. So I'm just going to take Alan, your question: where in dashboards can we find a list of dashboards showing the creator last modified? If one of the team can answer that question, please.
Okay, so the question is to see this list of dashboard, like who created, when it was last modified, as a part of dashboard only, right? So yeah, as of now, we can see list of dashboard in the dashboard menu, but there is no dashboard which shows list of dashboard and the creator of the dashboard.
Yeah, I see the dashboards. It's got a folder structure,
Correct.
and there are tags that you can use, but it doesn't give you like the full sort of Windows Explorer kind of experience where you can see various attributes of that dashboard. Is that on the roadmap or?
Okay, sorry, I missed. I think in my presentation, there is a child dashboard which shows a list of dashboard. So if you see dashboard statistics, that parent dashboard will be delivered as a part of 25.1. For that dashboard, there is a child dashboard. If you click on, let's say, a number of average count, then there is a list. In that list, you can see dashboard details like what is the dashboard name, who created it, and creation time. So that information is there.
Super.
Creator, I'm need to confirm again, but last modified and that information is there. List of dashboard.
Thank you.
Thanks for your question, Alan. And the final one we have from Robert was, are there any new dashboards available for administrators showing user access frequency and duration and license usage trends over time? Robert, feel free to come off mute.
Yeah, we are working on these enhancements. Currently, they are under development. You can see there. Added in the upcoming releases, especially usage, dashboard usage, hit count per dashboard per user, and all
not
yeah.
specifically per dashboard per user. I'm talking about actual license access to the system from users.
Okay. Yeah, even that is in progress, but I don't have that information handy when it is going to be available for end users or all the customers. But yeah, very soon that will be available. Maybe I need to check what is the precise version from where they are included.